Hi, Dan from Gear Diary here. The first generation of search consisted of typing your query into a search window, hitting search, and getting back a whole series of links. The next generation is using voice, and that's what Google now does, and it's what Nuance's Dragon Search does, and it does it beautifully. You simply push the button, say what you want, and it returns a series of links that are going to respond to your search, and it's pretty amazing how accurate it can be, so long as you speak slowly and clearly. Welcome to the next generation of search. The next generation of search, of course, comes from Nuance, and it comes in the form of Dragon Go. I've been using this for a couple of weeks now in beta, and it's just being announced right now. And I just want to take a minute and take a look at it. When you first start the app, you're going to get the tutorial. The tutorial is really important, I've found, because as is the case with so many voice recognition applications and programs, if you don't speak properly, if you don't give the app the information that you want, it's not going to return the information that you're hoping for. The idea behind Dragon Go is that it's actually intelligent search. If you tell it to find you directions, it won't pull up a map or a link. It'll actually open up the mapping program and make the map for you. If you want it to make a reservation for you, you can say something like Legal Seafood Short Hills 6 p.m. tomorrow, and it will actually bring up OpenTable and set up your reservation right there. How does it work? Really, really well, so long as you take the time, as I said, to actually spend and go through the tutorial. So let's walk through the tutorial and then take a look at what you can do with this. So with the tutorial, basically it's going to show you what you need to give to the program so that you can get back from it the information that you're hoping for. So you start the tutorial, and the tutorial explains that you tap the record button, which is right here, and then you say something like reviews of sushi restaurants. That'll bring up Yelp. You can say music by Lady Gaga. That'll actually, it can search your local content and start playing it, or it can search Pandora or Last.fm with more providers coming after that. Or you can get directions, Golden Gate Park. Again, that's going to bring up the mapping program and let you have things move forward for you without having to just get links and go from there. You can also say movie showtimes, Back to the Future, Red Sox, Boston Red Sox. My nephew Joey would love that. And it'll bring up that information, and it'll do it intelligently. In addition, you can, mobile phones on Engadget, you can actually identify the site that you want to search, and if it's one of the sites that they have included and they're growing the number constantly, it will be there. Again, you need to speak slowly and clearly. It gets better as you use it, not because the app gets better, but because you learn how to use it better. That's certainly been my experience. And finally, what it'll give you is it'll give you a wheel of possible items along the top. The most likely result is going to be in the center, but if that's not what you want, you can just swing through. So, let's take a look, but first let's look at the settings really quite briefly. So this gives you a sense of what you can say. Again, after using the tutorial, it's worth going through here. You can say buy Angry Birds, download Dragon Dictation, books by Clive Cussler. Businesses, call Best Buy near me. You don't even have to give it the town or the address. You can just say near me. Events, what events are happening this week. The mapping we talked about, different movies you can do. It's worth spending the time looking through this. Again, it will make your use of it better and add a whole lot more for you as well. Facebook, there's integration, there's LinkedIn, there's Twitter, sporting events as well, or you can get the weather. So lots that you can do. Here you'll see the supported apps. Right now, the phone app is supported, the iPod is supported, Last.fm, Maps, Pandora, and Yelp, with more coming along the way as the app matures. Remember, this is just being released right now. You can choose your language. This is now being released only in the US App Store. Dragon Search is going to remain in the other app stores, for now at least. This is the US App Store, I should mention. Now let's look at the actual app. Let's try a couple of things. Play music by Lady Gaga. And it gives you Pandora or Last.fm or songs, because I don't have anything local. Okay, let's try this. Play music by Maroon 5. Now it gives me Pandora, Last.fm, or it shows me songs, many of which are on my iPhone here. Find iPad cases on Gear Diary. Would you look at that? Gear Diary is one of the sources that they've included. But if you don't want that, you can just go over here. That's on Amazon. That's on Milo. That's on eBay. It's intelligent search. Let's try a few more. Get me directions to Morristown, New Jersey. And that's if I want to go to Morristown. Let's do a couple more. You can get the idea here. Get me a reservation at Legal Seafood in Short Hills at 6:30 p.m. this evening. It brings up Open Table. It pulls up Legal Seafood, Short Hills. If you take a look, it has my reservation right there. I can simply click and I'm good to go. So it really is amazing. Let's try one more. Buy Dragon Dictation in the App Store. And it brings up Dragon Dictation applications. So I can do dictation, Dragon Remote Mic, Dragon Medical, and more. Again, this is Dragon Go by Nuance. It is in the US App Store today. It is pretty darn amazing. It takes search to a whole new level and is the future of search. Find information about Dragon Dictation on Gear Diary. Again, I didn't have to choose to go to the link. It pulls up Gear Diary and has all sorts of information. And there we go. Nuance gives developers the ability to voice enable iOS applications. Nuance takes text input to a whole new level. And today, Nuance takes search to a whole new level thanks to Dragon Go. In the US App Store today, being announced right now. This is Dan Cohen for Gear Diary. Thanks for watching.